Later, Jimmy Fallon welcomes Conan O'Brien. NBC Tonight.
Gnome, wreath, gum.
When Laverne Cox rules the game, don't get caught.
Fiance?
Cheating.
That gesture was out of line.
I saw that. Oh. God has a plan.
Password, next Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
They were hanging out in that park just waiting for someone to come along. We will never stop looking for her. Boys like you, your lack of empathy, you're an animal.
SVU, Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
News at 11.
Now at 11, attacked along the Venice canals. 2 women beaten, one of them was dragged. And tonight, police have an urgent warning as they search for the same man they say is responsible for both of those attacks. NBC4's Darsha Phillips live for us tonight with reaction from people who live here. Darsha.
Colleen, I was on the Venice canals earlier today, and evidence of how brutal these attacks were still on the sidewalk. We saw pools of blood and drag marks, and people who live there say they are not going to be walking alone, especially at night, because this attacker is still out there.
We had a female that looked like she got hit in the head pretty bad and was dragged through here. There's like a 40-foot blood trail.
Police went door to door Saturday night after 2 separate attacks on women who were walking along the Venice canals.
I've been here 11 years, and I've never heard of such a violent crime here on the canal.
Amy Nelson lives near where the first attack happened. She didn't find out about it until the next morning.
I was walking my dog down the canal for the coffee shop, and we came upon the blood on the sidewalk.
Police say the first attack happened here, and it was brutal. The woman struck from behind by an object and rendered unconscious. Then, about an hour later on the Sherman Canals, another woman attacked in a similar way and also seriously injured. Police believe the same person is behind both attacks.
It's scary.
Amy says she won't be walking alone, especially at night, and her neighbors agree and are telling their daughters to do the same.
Call us if you need us to come pick you up, even if it's 2 blocks away.
People who live here say they are concerned by the attacks and other recent incidents.
They had face masks, they had gloves, they had black hoodies.
Pat Crane says his house on the canal was broken into just last week.
2 people approached my house. One of them attempted to kick in the front door.
And while he doesn't think the break-in is related to the attacks on the women, he says it's obvious something needs to be done.
There seems to be an uptick in crime most recently. In fact, with these 3 incidences in the last, 2 weeks?
Police say they are stepping up patrols in the area with officers in cars and on foot. And while that is a relief to some, many say they won't be sleeping well until the man behind the brutal attacks is behind bars.
This person's still out there. That's the big elephant in the room. We don't know if he comes back. We don't know if he's doing something somewhere else. It's scary. Now, police only describing the suspect as a black or Hispanic man between the height of 5'10" to 6 feet tall, weighing about 180 to 200 pounds, and having short hair that is trimmed around the ears. Anyone with any information is urged to contact LAPD. Colleen, we'll send it back to you.
Darsha, thank you for that. The LAPD tonight searching for suspects in 2 home invasion robberies. This one happened just before 10 o'clock at a home on Calvert Street. This is in Valley Glen. Police say 4 men got inside the house and pepper sprayed the person who lived there. Somehow that person was able to fire a shot at them. No one was hit, but by the time police got there, those men had gotten away. Also tonight, police in Encino are searching for 2 men who broke into a home on Sepulveda. This happened just after 9. Police say the person who called was inside when it happened. Still unclear if the burglars got away with anything, but fortunately, no one was hurt. We're also learning some new details about what led to the death of an infant girl on the 405 freeway in Culver City. Authorities confirmed to NBC4's I-Team that the baby and her sister were actually pushed out of a moving car by their mother. Our investigative reporter Eric Leonard has more on what he discovered. And we want to warn you, it is disturbing.
Detectives say they believe the 8-month-old girl was in her 9-year-old sister's arms when the 2 were pushed out by the mother onto the lanes of the 405 freeway.